Elections is very important in our African development due to how things were in the past. Ghana has gained independence from 1957 to date. We are in our fourth republic, that is from 1992, which we have run series of elections till today. On the 7th of December 2024, we have our next elections that is coming up, and which all Ghanaians are moving to the polls, especially the youth, to vote on who they are willing to be their president, their next president. My name is Yasser Maltiti, and I'm here with Penel Dolly. Penel, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Okay. Are you a first-time voter?
Yes, please, I am.
Okay. So, would you be voting this time around in this coming election?
If I'm being honest, I don't think I will vote at all. And I'm also not for any party either.
Okay. So, what's informing your decision not to vote in this coming election? Because election is something that gives you a mandate to select the leader for your country. So why taking that decision or taking it personal not to vote this time around?
I think most of our political party leaders are making promises, and yes, they fulfill some of it, but don't fulfill all of it. And it's important for them to fulfill all of it because we use that and depend on that to be able to vote for them. And due to disappointment, I don't think I would want to vote because let me give you an example for an instance. In the north, about 300 students dropped out of school because there's poor infrastructure and it was very bad. There were barely chairs, later to call it even a building. And I don't think with that anybody will be able to want to vote for any party because that this is like basic necessities that we need as a citizen. Like I can't go to some part of the country and not have my child or maybe my kids or my cousins or my nephews go to school because they can't go to school because there are no schools, and even if there are schools it's not proper. Yes.
That's a good point you are making, but is it not that opportunity that is now given to you to select someone who can implement good policies or bring in the policy that would help at least sustain or alleviate our sustainable development goals that the world is actually focusing upon? So this gives you an opportunity to go into the polls and look at the policies that each candidate is saying, and so that you can try as much as possible to vote someone who can do these things for us to be happy as Ghanaians.
That's the thing. I do not believe any of them. Not trying to bash or shade any of them, but I do not believe they are capable because of past things that have happened. I believe in credibility, and so far, what I've seen, it doesn't motivate me to vote. I don't feel the need to vote, even though I find it important to vote, which I would advise other people to vote for. But personally, I wouldn't vote or pick any political party just because I need to vote. No, I need a reason to vote, and so far, I'm not getting any reason to vote. And let's speak on the corruption too. They say like corruption in Ghana is, you know, not there or we are trying to extinguish it. But let's be honest with ourselves. Corruption is something to get rid of, and once it's in the system, it's hard to forget. And I don't think any of them are willing to put down corruption to, you know, yeah.
I perfectly understand from your perspective, but we as even individuals, sometimes we set goals, but we are not able to achieve all. So we can just oppose that to a political party or a presidential candidate who promises us that he will do things for us, but wouldn't do all, because you rightly said some of the things will be done, but not all. So why won't you give the person a chance despite we are all human beings?
Let's look at our economy now. Inflation.
Wow.
Buying food is so difficult, and we are Ghana. We used to be called the Gold Coast, where gold comes from. Sorry,
Yes, yes.
and sorry to say, our lands are rich. in a lot of minerals. We should be able to have our own food stuff and all that. And yes, I've seen some policies that do have, the agriculture part in it. But if somebody makes a promise and it's broken, and I'm not saying they are not trying their best, they are trying their best. And obviously they are humans too. They can't do everything ASAP the way they want to do it. But with them, it's not that they weren't able to get there, or they didn't have time, or they didn't have the funds. It was corruption. It's not helping us at all. And let's just say they are being blind to the needs of the people. Look at the Galamsey issues that came about. What were they able to say?
That's devastating to hear, but
Exactly.
I see panel worried about our country, the state of the economy, the rate of corruption, and which is sad. I would want us to move to my colleague in one of the constituencies, and let's hear from them too as well.
In just few weeks, Ghanaians will head to the polls to elect their leader. We are currently at the Shobo constituency to ask the locals who they are going for and why they are voting. My name is Benes Duncan from Vice Versa Media Ghana.
Oh, okay. Are you a first-time voter?
Yes.
Okay. Are you a first-time voter?
No, I'm not a first-time voter.
Are you a first-time voter?
Yeah.
Oh, you a first-time voter? Okay. Are you a first-time voter?
Yes, please.
Oh, you a first-time Alberto Abao. And in your constituency, has there been any improvement?
Okay. For some time now, I see some of the feeder roads being reconstructed.
I'm saying, oh, yeah, my understanding. Yes,
What has she done that has really made an impact in your constituency?
Roads, school.
not all the roads are properly done. The potholes, so they should come and try and do the rest.
Education, I won't say but and son in your Muko school now, no more son about field, I won't say. The school, no, I basa. I think when they establish new factories, industries or something like that, I think the youth will be able to get something doing.
What do you want to tell the youth, the first-time voters who are also at home, who want to vote and who are coming to vote in this coming election?
Okay, they should try their best to vote too, because we need their votes.
Testify. You see, when NDC was on power, you will see that certain things were.
So what you want to tell the youth is to go and vote for who they feel and who they know that there will be change.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
I would like to encourage the youth that even though they are listening to their campaign messages, they should pick what's
Best
going in
president.
favor
Yeah.
of most of the people, but they shouldn't be self-centered.
Okay.
Because at the long run, you sell your vote or you give your vote out to someone, and then at the end, it affects.
Here at the Shobo constituency, these are the spotlight from the locals and the youth. Some are waiting on the presidential candidate and the constituency MP to work hand in hand for innovation, for employment, and also to help build the community as well. They do work politics. Some are waiting on the candidate, the presidential candidate, to do well for them and they are leaving because things are very hard. From the Shobo constituency, my name is Benes Duncan.
We'll be moving to panel and we'll talk about the rapid fire. And from this session, panel, we are going to look at, I'm going to give you questions. And in a split of 2 seconds, I expect you to give me some answers. And the viewers would be the ones to give us the answers to these or give us responses to the questions that will be given to you. So who is the flag bearer of Movement for Change?
I don't know.
Okay, do you know any flag bearer for any independent party?
The NPP.
Well, okay, so there is someone telling us that he wants to focus on digitalization.
That's Bami.
Okay, and there's a political figure whose picture will be on the ballot paper, but is no more. Okay, so from here there's a party that has a slogan which is Kukurubi.
NPP.
Okay, so someone is telling us that resetting Ghana, jobs, accountability, and prosperity.
That is John Manuel.
Okay, so the viewers, you will be the ones to be able to tell us whether panel had everything right or not. So grade her in the comment section. It's just few days to our election, and I'm encouraging all youth to be able to vote peacefully. Let's keep on visiting the platform for more interesting programs. My name is Yasser Malfiti, and see you on another program. Bye.